y'all, it's a rainy day here in California. I'm gonna give my kids a little toy that I got them last night. I knew it was gonna be a super rainy day today. So I was like, I'm gonna get them a little toy that they can play with. I don't know why I decided to tell the story right before I went pee. Let me pee and then I'll tell you.
1 hour later.
Anyway, like I was saying, yes, so it's a very, 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 very rainy day outside, and everything's like canceled in the world. Christina called me and she was like, hey, the kids' school is canceled. Can we come over? So they're gonna come over soon.
Wait, why did it come in my room?
Oh, for a battery, because the battery on my camera's gonna die. Anyway, oh my God, I'm such a mess. Last night I was like, I'm gonna Postmates or Instacart, whatever, a fun like toy or whatever. So I looked on Walmart and there was like this farm toy available that looked like the kids would like it. So I bought that. I also got Flynn a little truck, but it didn't come. So he's gonna play with the farm toy too. So I'm gonna go get that and give it to them, and I'm so excited. So it's late in the day and I haven't vlogged yet today because I have been writing with my brother. Nothing's happening, don't get excited. Sometimes people at my live shows are like, what are you working on? My brother and I are always working on something and hoping it gets made. We're working on a project right now that we hope someday will be made. If you're new here, my brother and I wrote Peter's Back Off together. We wrote the self-help book together. My brother is a very talented, funny guy, and he's a great writer. And so we write all my stuff together. Anyway, I'm trying to get this out of the packaging, but it's kind of tricky. Maybe I'll just take this whole thing up to them. I think they're in the playroom upstairs, so I'm gonna just go there. Okay, I can hear them. I think Flynn's gonna want to help me. Hey, Flynn! You wanna give them the present? Okay, tell them you got a present for them.
Oh, baby!
Oh, you got a car? Maisie, what's that? What's that, Maisie? Should we open it?
Open your butt.
Open! Come on, Wes. What's this? It's an apple?
Apple.
You see an apple?
I can go butt.
Let's open it. There's a horse. What's the horse say? Yeah. What's the cow say? Yeah. So I got a bunch of stuff, and one thing I ordered did not come, huh, Flynn?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was a garbage truck.
And it didn't come, huh?
The road closed.
Yeah, Flynn's thinking the roads are closed, and that's why it didn't come. Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Should we see what else we got, though? Okay, why don't you grab a bag and we'll see what else is in there. Scrub Daddy sponges. I needed some new sponges. I've never tried the Scrub Daddy sponges before. You know what this is for?
No.
Glitter so we can make a leprechaun trap for St. Patrick's Day. And
Over you, Mom.
we got soap. we got you Bluey toothpaste. I got some balls for Wesley. Wesley loves balls. I also got this like stacking cup toy. All right, I'm gonna go keep writing with my brother. Success, Wesley loved his stacking cups, and Maisie loves the farm animals, and Flynn is playing with his trucks that he already had. They're all having fun, and now I'm going to go keep writing with my brother. So. I think Teeny and all her kids are here. They just ran past the window when I was riding with Christopher, soaking wet. So I think they're all playing in the rain. And Eric just texted me an emoji of raising a hand. And I think that means, hello, can you please come help me? So I just told Christopher, right later, plus it's already 5:30, so it's been enough time. I need to find all these human beings. Let's find all the humans.
A kangaroo.
A jellyfish. Yes, a jellyfish, yeah!
I was gonna say octopus.
Good guess. Okay, Quinn's turn.
Is it worse?
So weird.
A snake.
Yeah.
Kenzie's turn.
What's it gonna be? Is it an animal or something else?
Animal.
It's an animal, okay. Ooh.
Elephant. Yep.
Ah, she was good. That was quick.
Okay, here it comes. Let's see what it's gonna be. Oh, a worm? A roly-poly. Snake. Snake. A salamander.
I think it goes in the water and something on land. Seal.
A seal. Nice. Good job. Now it's Kenzie's turn. It's a person. Okay. A megalodon. It's a baby. Maisie. Wesley. It's Maisie. Oh, nice.
Dog.
Cat.
Dog.
Cats.
A tiger.
Oh, that's Gus. And that's Daisy.
Tornado.
Helicopter.
Vehicle, okay. Fire truck. It's a fire truck. Put out the fire. we all just had some pizza, and Teeny and her kids left after we played charades. That was very fun. And I just wanted to take a moment. I'm about to go upload my vlog, but I wanted to take a moment to tell you one of my favorite things about Wes. I have a lot of favorite things about him, but one of my favorite things is how Wesley talks. He always, I know I've said this before, but I just love it so much I can't stop talking about it. He can't just like say a word. He says, it's a something. It's a car. It's a bubble. Can we play that? Thank you. Can we play a song? Wesley, oh, oh, oh. Wesley, oh, Wesley, oh, oh, oh. Wesley likes to dance. He's dancing in his crazy blue pants. It's Wesley Cord, and he's a crazy boy. Wesley! That's Moosey's bed, Wesley! What are you doing? Oh, Moosey's bed. Hey, Wesley! Wesley! That's Moosey's bed. What are you doing? You silly boy. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that Wesley doesn't say just car. I've already said this a million times. What's that?
A bubble.
A bubble? So he doesn't just say bubbles. He says, it's a bubble. What's this? Wesley, what's this? You want more?
It's a bubble.
What's this?
It's a bubble.
It's a car bubble. Okay, I need to be uploading my vlog, but instead I'm playing with Wesley. Story of my life.
Hi.
Hi.
Wesley.
Hi.
Hi. Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Hello?
No, that's
Hi. Hello?
Yeah, I guess he's
Hello? Hi. Yeah, that's Uncle Christopher.
Aunt Rachel. Are they talking on the phone to each other? Oh, they just hang up.
Hello? Hi guys. Okay, the kids are asleep. I'm starting the process of making a leprechaun trap. I kept telling Flynn about it. He's very excited about a leprechaun trap for St. Patrick's Day, but he's not into crafts. And I tried to make it with him and he was just kind of like, and he started playing with trucks and I was like, I'm not gonna make you do this if you don't wanna do it. So I'm gonna start the process of making the trap by myself and then make a couple easy little things that he can do, like put on glitter or, you know, put the gold in the bucket or whatever. So I'm making a leprechaun trap, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to answer some tortilla talk questions because I haven't done that in a while. And the last time I think I tried to answer tortilla talk questions was when I was on tour and I was really sick. That's how I realized I was in trouble, because I tried to answer tortilla talk questions and I could not stop. I couldn't say anything without coughing. Tonight I'm not coughing, so here we go. Dolphin9342 said, I think it's cute that Colleen feels the most bonded with applesauce, or chicken applesauce, considering that she used to, and maybe still does, love applesauce to the point where she'd drink it straight out of the jar. I didn't even make that connection. When you said that, I was like, oh my God, that's so true. Like, what? And then I realized that's what I would do. I don't remember if I did it when I was pregnant with Flynn. I know I did it when I was pregnant with the twins. I think it was just the twins. I don't know. Was it when I was breastfeeding Flynn? Maybe that's what it was. When I was breastfeeding Flynn, I would drink applesauce straight from the jar all the time. Do you guys remember? I don't know when it was. It all blurs together. Yeah, I loved drinking applesauce when I was pregnant and when I was breastfeeding. Anyway, I didn't even make that connection that I was obsessed with applesauce when I was pregnant and when I was breastfeeding, and then I'm obsessed with the chicken applesauce. Didn't even make that connection in the slightest. So thank you for making me realize that, because I thought that was so funny and interesting. Tortilla talk question, what are your favorite foods to make for your kids? Okay, this is gonna be controversial, guys. Before I had the twins, I loved to cook. And I think I still do love to cook. I just don't have time to cook. Like the idea of cooking is overwhelming, because I know that cooking requires a lot of attention and time and thought into like creating the food, and then there's a mess that you have to clean up. Mealtime is like a total pain in the butt, and I might get hate for saying this because I tend to try to like mostly just only put out like the positive, encouraging, like helpful parts of like my mommyhood journey, but obviously I'm a human and like there are hard parts too, and mealtime is hard. It's really, really hard to find foods that they all like and all want to eat and prepare those things, and it's a battle. So Flynn, he wants to play. He doesn't want to have to sit down and eat his food. Like, he wants to go play. He's got so much energy. So mealtime is hard for him. I used to be able to help that by like making foods fun and interesting, by making his food look like bugs or look like cars or whatever, and then it was fun. But like, it's hard to find time to do that stuff now. Wesley doesn't like eating many things. He loves to eat, but you have to figure figure out what food he wants to eat. So like, it doesn't matter what you put on his tray. He will act like he doesn't want it until you come across the one thing that he does want. And that's frustrating. And it's different every day. Some days he loves one thing, the next day he doesn't like it. And then some days he hates something and the next day he loves it. And some days he'll eat everything you put on his tray, and some days he'll eat absolutely nothing and he'll only eat one specific food. And it's really frustrating. And Maisie, you know what's really funny is Maisie as a baby was my worst eater. That was the reason she couldn't come home from the NICU. When she got home from the NICU, it was always a challenge to get her to eat her full bottles, a challenge to get her to breastfeed. We were always concerned about Maisie and eating. That was always something that was really hard for her. And now, girl, Maisie will eat anything. She loves to eat. It is her favorite time. You put anything on her tray, she's like, yes, please, I will eat that. I don't care what it is. Yes, I'll try it. Oh, you put something on my tray? I'll try that. That sounds delicious. And that just goes to show that people all talk about different types of feeding techniques for different types of babies and human beings. And oh, should I do baby-led weaning? Oh, should I do this kind of food? Should I do this kind of food? How should I feed them? Whatever. People are just different, because Wesley and Maisie have had the same meal times their whole lives. They were born from my body. They have the same parents. They have the same sibling. They have the same house. They have the same everything. They get the same food at every single meal. They get the same situation at every meal. And Wesley is really hard to feed, and Maisie will eat literally anything. So if you're a parent struggling with your child eating, as far as like toddler and being a picky eater or finding foods that they'll like or whatever, it might not have anything to do with you and how you're feeding your child. Yes, please try out different techniques to try to help them. That's what I'm doing, but it's just because everyone is different, and that's how they eat right now. And so you got to figure out what works for them. But like, Maisie and Wesley have had the exact same upbringing, had the exact same food, have the exact same everything. And Maisie eats everything, is not picky, will eat literally anything you put on her tray. And Wes is like, no, thank you. Please figure out what I'm thinking, because that's what I want to eat. So mealtime is hard for me. And I know that was a very long-winded answer. You literally just asked what I like to cook for the kids. I don't like to. I'm just going to be real with you, be honest. This is an honest mommy moment. I don't enjoy cooking for the kids. It's a really stressful time. It's like running from their high chairs to the kitchen, getting, oh, this kid needs a water. Oh, this kid needs more strawberries. Oh, this kid wants a waffle. Oh, this kid, okay, I've got to cook this. Okay, I got to put that in the microwave. Oh, that's too hot. I have to put it in the fridge. Like, it's just running around crazy chaos. It's madness. It's not like an enjoyable time. It's like a, please eat your food. Please take a bite. Oh, you don't want a bite of that? What would you like? Did you try it? Can you try it? Did you like it? No, you don't like that? Oh, you do like it. Okay, good. Do you want more of that? You want more of that? No, you don't want more of that. Okay, you don't like that. Don't put that on the floor. No, food stays on our tray. We don't throw things on the floor. Don't throw that. It's like, ugh. It's exhausting. Mealtime's exhausting. Reagan said, Tortilla Talk question, would you ever do another collab interview with Mama Dr. Jones about the twins' birth? I feel like you have had such a unique experience with the cord prolapse and having preemie babies. You would be able to reach even more people and validate their trauma, pregnancy / birth experiences. P.S. Love you and your family. Love you too. I would love to. I think Dr. Mama Jones is amazing. And I loved doing my first video with her. Yeah, I would totally do it with her. I think she's incredible. And she has twins. Hello. S. Manders 818 said, Tortilla Talk question, when Flynn was a baby, your mom, I think it was her, taught Flynn that fish say blah, 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 and that was also what he called water. I always thought it was the cutest thing. Is there a story behind the twins learning something different for what fish say? So the story is this. Everyone is different. It's the same story as the food story. Flynn, I feel like I've talked about their speech a lot, all the different kids and how different they are. Have I talked about this about Flynn? Maybe. I don't remember if I talked about this and deleted it or if I actually kept it in or not, but yeah, so Flynn, when he was little, had his own language. One of the things he said was blah, 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 for water and for fish. And yes, I think my mom taught him that, but it wasn't like she was like, this is what you call water or this is what you call fish. I think what we do is we go, oh, what does the fishy say? Like she was like making the bubble sounds. And then he just caught on to that. And with Maisie and Wesley, I think Eric was like, what does the fishy say? Like making fishy noises, like kissing noises, and that stuck with her. But anyway, it's not that no one taught them the blah, 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 blah. In fact, I remember actually teaching them that for water. Do you want some water? Blah, 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 blah. Like doing that because I thought it was so cute that Flynn used to call water that. It's literally on my little tumblers that I sell. Like it says like contains blah, blah, blah. I legit like love that Flynn called water that for so long. But no, the twins, it's not that we didn't teach them that. It's that we let the kids have their nicknames for whatever they have their nicknames for. And we encourage and are excited for their nicknames and their way of speaking. But I thought the fact that Flynn called everything a certain name was not unique to Flynn. I thought that was just like something that a lot of kids did. He called water and fish blah, blah, blah. He called desserts doo-doos. He called food nana. He called Cory Coco. Moose was moo moo. Cars were dar-dars. Everything had a different name. And he created this whole language for himself. And I always thought that was so cool. But I also kind of thought that's just like what kids did. Maisie and Wesley don't do that. that. If they say words wrong, it's not because they created a new word for it, it's because they can't pronounce it correctly yet. So Flynn, I think, was intentionally like creating words and then like sticking to those words. Whereas Maisie and Wesley, like the first few times they try to say butterfly, they said, Maisie would say buddaba. And so I still call butterflies buddabas when I talk to the babies, but they don't even say that anymore. Now they say butta, like, or ba, like they're trying to say butterfly correctly, even though we are going, it's a buddaba. Like they won't say buddaba. And like Wesley goes, it's a car. Like he does this like weird version of saying car, and we think it's so cute. So that's how we say car now. And like ball, he goes, it's a ball. And so like we say words like they say them, but they don't have new nicknames for them. So him saying water like that was not intentional. It was just like, it just kind of stuck, and that's just how he said it. So we went with it. With the twins, like if they say something cute or silly or different, like we will say it like that with them. Even though I've heard a lot that like you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to, like, if a baby says something incorrectly when they're trying to talk, you should still say it correctly in response to them. But that's not how we do things around here, and that's fine. Everyone is different, and I think that sounds like a very smart way to like help teach them to like speak correctly. But I just feel like with Flynn, I remember I was on an airplane and he was screaming dar 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 dar, looking out the window of the airplane because he saw the cars driving around, like the airport car type things. He's screaming dar 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 dar, just screaming. And there was a man across the aisle from me, and I looked at him and I was like, I'm sorry, he's excited. He sees cars and he calls cars dar dars. He kind of smiled and he said, I have 4 kids. And I was like, oh cool. And he's like, don't ever correct him, because one day he won't say dar dar anymore and you'll be so sad. And I really took his advice seriously, and I was like, okay. And guess what? Flynn stopped saying dar dar, and that makes me sad. In fact, and of course I'm glad he's saying words correctly, because I want him to go into society knowing what words are and what the correct words and pronunciations for things are. I want that for him, of course. I don't want him to be like in high school saying like, ooh, for my 16th birthday, I want a dar dar. Like I want him to be able to say the right words. But it's just something really sweet and was so Flynn and was very unique to him. And I'm glad he did that for so long, that he had his own words for things for so long. And I'm glad that Coco stuck, because I think it's the only thing that he still says like from his own little language from back in the day. But it's weird because I feel like recently I told Flynn, did you know you used to call cars dar dars? And he laughed. He's like, no, like he didn't even remember it. But it was such a huge part of Flynn, the fact that he called cars dar dars. I don't know, I'm really glad I listened to that guy's advice. Like Flynn eventually figured it out, that cars are dar dars and dar dars are cars, and he calls them cars, and now he knows every word of every truck and car that exists more than I do. I don't know, I'm glad that he had his own little language, and we just kind of embraced that and encouraged him to like talk at his pace and figure out how he wanted to say things. And with the twins, you know, we're doing the same thing. We're letting them talk at their own pace. Maisie was quicker to talk, but then when Wesley started talking, now he's saying sentences. He's like, it's a car, it's a ball. You know, he doesn't just say a word, he like says sentences. So it's kind of, I don't know. Parenting is cool and fun because you get to have all these cute little humans, and you get to learn a lot about humanity and how we all work, and it's just very fascinating. Anyway, you guys are not here to talk about humanity. I'm gonna go make a leprechaun trap. Maybe I'll show you my progress later, but maybe not. I might just go to bed. Maybe I'll vlog later, maybe I won't. I don't know, I'm sorry. It's okay, goodbye.